never really looked into it. It's just kind of been very much just plodding along. Do you know what I mean? Getting through it, and want to take it to that next level.
All right, brilliant. Round of applause. Amazing. And so, would you like to share?
So my number was 8. Why did I join these guys? Well, why did I join everyone today? I just want to improve on my confidence. I feel like my confidence is okay. Like, for example, I'll give like a testimony at church, and my confidence will be alright. I'll get up on the stage, but you know when I'm about to get on the stage,
the nerves, yes.
So I just want to improve on my confidence, and there's always space for improvement. You know what I mean?
All right, brilliant. Round of applause. You're in the right place.
Because it's a massive fear of mine. To improve.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Overcome or step out of my comfort zone.
Good.
Like giving a TED talk this year.
Amazing.
So for that, I haven't tried. Like I've been giving presentations in my companies, but I haven't tried in front of like a lot of public.
Got ya.
So I want to have a safe place where I can try it out and see how I. So
You're in the right place. You are in the right.
Last one I went to, I was a 4, and I went up just a little bit.
Good. Improvement.
Keep practicing, keep consistency.
Thank you very much. Yes, and then last person, with a mind.
Hey guys, so I actually chose a 7, purely because I feel like, why they're joining today, because I've done some public speaking before, but for me, speaking to my content creators, I'm speaking in front of a camera a lot. When it comes to me speaking in front of universities or colleges or whatnot, I have to get better at public speaking. So that's why I'm here today, to be honest.
Fantastic. Awesome. So as you can see, we're all very different levels, but what brings us here today is that we want to improve our public speaking. And we often say that public speaking, confidence is just like fitness. You have to stay on top of it. Even when you get to your optimum body, if you stay slack and you get complacent, you can start going backwards. So it's important that you sharpen up your tools, which is what we're going to do here.
And one thing they always say is that our fears are assigned to the potential outcomes. So the challenge is not necessarily the public speaking, but it's mostly dealing with the fear of judgment and anxiety, which is why many of you gave high numbers. And today we're going to help you learn how to actually manage that fear, okay? And before we start, if you'd like to take any content, videos of me, of course, please add us on Instagram and TikTok. So Big Public Speaking on Instagram and Big Public Speaking Tips on TikTok.
Also, if you aren't in our community as of yet, you can scan that QR code and you'll get put in our exclusive WhatsApp community. What you get in the community is that you get regular content from the podcasts that Gordon and I record. We ask people in the community for what kind of things we should speak on. You also get early bird tickets for all our events and up-to-date news.
The one thing you need to understand is that you're only improving your public speaking through speaking. So please, guys, get to know each other, get involved, and try not to hyper-focus on the mistakes you're making. There is that misconception that practice leads to perfection, but this is further from the truth. Practice leads to improvement, and I guarantee you, you will improve today.
Fantastic. Let's get started.
So, we're going to do our warm-up. So what you're going to do is be in pairs, and we're going to do a simple direction game. So firstly, I would like a volunteer. Would anyone like to volunteer, please? Thank you. Round of applause. So, how it works, you stand opposite each other, gaze into my eyes, and what you do to start the game is to tap your thighs. And then you have 3 options. Either to go left, right, or up. Okay, so we're gonna mirror each other. So I'll be going to my left and he'll be going to his right, okay? And we just need to mirror each other. But I want you to be instinctive. So what I don't want is for you to copy each other. Just be instinctive. First thing that comes to your mind, either left, right, or up. Okay? Right, yeah. And then when we reset, we just tap our thighs again, and then you have another option.
Are we taking turns? Or?
No, we're doing it at the exact same time. So we're going to tap our thighs.
Know what you're doing.
Exactly. So tap our thighs, and you go left, right, or up. Okay? So be instinctive. Okay? Tap your thighs again. Go as fast as you can. Yes, you got. Yes. Perfect. Round of applause. Now, can everyone stand up before we start? Guys, if you go in opposite directions 3 times, then you can take a seat. Okay? Let's get started. Find some space. My heart is racing.
Okay. 3 of them.
So I'll do it. What's your name? Gordon. All right,
and then whatever. Yeah, nice.
Left, right, up. Okay? Go as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so you tap your 5.
If you get it wrong 3 times, you take a
So
seat.
what we need to do, maintain eye contact, and you choose which direction you want to go. If you go in the opposite direction 3 times, then we're done. So we just keep going. You tap your 5 to start again. Then you tap your 5, you tap your 5, you go left, right, or up. So if you want no option, then we start again by tapping our 5s, okay? Then you tap your 5s again, and then you go like that. Yeah, you have to tap every time to reset. You ready? Yes. 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 Good to see you.
How are you?
That's amazing.
What you're going to do in pairs, so you're going to stand up and you're going to make, so a different pair, you're going to make eye contact for a period of time. I won't tell you how long. The only rule is no talking, okay? No talking. You can do anything else, try not to laugh, remember to breathe, no talking. You can blink.
You're not preparing for a boxing fight, so you can blink or look away, but try maintain the eye contact.
So please stand up and get into a pair. Someone you haven't been a pair with. Did I say go? Everyone should have a pair. No? Yeah. Yeah. So go. Okay, get ready in 3, 2, 1. Eye contact.
Complete silence, please. Well done.
Good work. No talking.
Maintain the focus, guys.
Don't forget to breathe. Some of you haven't breathed in 30 seconds.
Have a relaxed posture. Well done. Well done. A sense of calm. Now I'd like you to answer this first question inside your head. So please maintain the silence. So the question is, this person standing opposite me, how do they feel in this moment?
Answer that question in your head. Question number 2. Does this person standing in front of me have a story to tell? What is their story? Answer that in your head.
Now, question number 3. Could I potentially connect with this person? Answer those 3 questions.
Three, 2, 1. 2 minutes! Well done! Feel free to take a seat. Feel free to take a seat. Feel free
You
to
can take a deep breath now. It's okay.
Good work. Take a seat.
You're all safe.
Sentences on a high pitch. So sometimes people, they kind of always speak like this and they always end on a high pitch. The problem with that is that it seems like you're asking us for permission to speak and it reduces your authority. Even if you know exactly what you're speaking about, you seem incredibly unsure. So during today, we're going to do some exercises to help you understand that sometimes you can finish on a high pitch, but sometimes you finish on a low pitch. So the first exercise is going to be on the rate, and it's going to be a rate check. We are going to start doing this in pairs. Super simple. I want you to think now about one thing that you've learned this year, so the biggest lesson you've learned, and also about something that was really exciting that happened this year. So the most exciting thing that happened, the most important thing that you learned. Now in pairs, you're going to take turns to tell the story to your pair. When you're talking about what you learned, I want you to slow down because it's really, really important. And when you're talking about something exciting, I want you to build up the rate. So it's really important to have a variation in the rates. When you're talking about what you've learned, you slow it down. When you talk about something exciting, you speed it up. Is that clear? You're going to have a minute each. So the first person one's going to go for a minute, then we're going to say time, then you're going to swap it over. Then after, some people are going to come to the front and practice that. Make sense? Cool, so please get into pairs.
Partner. So is anyone feeling confident and would like to volunteer? Round of applause! All right, amazing, amazing. Whichever one you want. So something exciting and something
And your biggest
important that you
lesson
learned this year.
It's something exciting. I'm self-employed, which allows me to travel. So I just come back from a trip with my girlfriend. It was amazing. We went up to Southampton. We had to see the lakeside, nature. It was quite an amazing trip, and it made me recharge because I'm someone that just works 9 days a week.
Something important that you learned.
9 days a week.
Not sure how that happens.
It's a lot of
Okay.
days, it's a lot of days. Okay.
And something important.
Something very important to me is I've learned a lot in a relationship is men, we don't listen. It's something we think we do, but we just tend not to listen. I opened a business, it's been about a year now. I've been listening to my friends, my mum, my girlfriend, and these mistakes that I've done whereby they know me more than anyone else. So I've got to a point where I'm happy to listen now, so I don't do the same mistakes again, or I can come here and tell people the mistakes I've done.
Round of applause. Well
Fantastic.
done.
That was good. Clear variation. I liked it. Exciting, exciting. Important. You slow it down. Good, good, good.
Good
Who's
job.
going to go next? Let's go. Round of applause.
Yes, so one of the exciting things that happened to me this year is that I flew out my mum to Portugal, Faro.
Wow.
And and when it was snowing, I think it was raining in the UK, I was outside in the sun on the beach, so sorry about that, guys. And the most important thing that happened to me the most important lesson I've learned this year is that focus on one thing. Rather than having 5 different businesses, focus on one thing, and yeah, that's what I had to really essentially get better at. Rather than have 10 different things all over the place, focus on one thing and go all in.
Big round of applause.
So when you were speaking
Wait.
about something important, the rate of speech didn't change.
It was still the same. Do you want to try it
Be
again?
conscious of that.
Try it
Yes.
again. Try it again. Good.
And something that really helps is utilizing pauses, okay?
Pauses, alright.
So just take your time.
So with the important part, it has to be slower.
Let's
Okay?
go with the most important thing first.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Yes, the most important thing that I've learned this year was actually focus on one business at a time. Rather than having 5 different businesses and being all over the place, better focus on one thing and that's it, go all in. That's what leads to more success than being all over the place. Is that better?
Much better. Big round of applause. Good.
All right, who else would like? Yes. Round of applause. All right, brilliant. When you're ready.
Yes, so the most important thing that I've learned this year is to just work incrementally. You don't want to do everything at once, so you just want to work step by step by step, because when you don't work incrementally and you do so many things at the same time, that's when you don't reach your full potential. So essentially, just work incrementally and you'll get the best results.
Okay.
And what was the other question?
Most exciting thing that's happened to you this year?
The most exciting thing that's happened to me this year, I've started running. I've had a knee injury for quite a long time, so I've started running again. And yeah, that's pretty exciting. It's like a new avenue for me. Normally, I'm quite a sporty person, so I like basketball, football, boxing. So running is kind of I kind of avoid it, and obviously because of my knee injury, I kind of just put it to the side. So that's quite exciting. It's something that I look forward to, and just looking to work incrementally, small steps every day to be better. So yeah, that's about it.
Woo! I like it. I felt there was a difference, which was good. And if you're speaking about something exciting and you speed up, I'm all of a sudden excited for you, right? You're portraying the energy, it's coming out of you. Whereas when you speak about something important, you slow it down, I'm more engaged. So that was
More
really, really
exactly, engaged, and that's a key word.
good. Get a couple more, 2 more? 2 more.
Round of
let's do
applause.
it!
Amazing. When you're ready.
Okay, so the thing that I've learned which is very important is that it's very important to have boundaries. If you have boundaries for yourself, then it allows you to protect yourself against other people taking advantage of you and hurting you. So boundaries are important, people.
Yes, sir!
And the most exciting thing that I've done this year is I went on my first solo trip. I went to Gran Canaria. So normally I travel with people, or if I go travelling, I'll meet someone at the other end. But this year, I'm on my first solo trip. I spent a week in Gran Canaria by myself, and it was the best experience that I've ever had. And I'm definitely down to go and do some more solo traveling.
Well done. That was really
Smashed
good.
it.
That was
Very
really
good.
good.
Smashed it. Well done.
Amazing. And I love the fact that your facial expressions were reflective of what you were speaking about.
Exactly.
So when it was something exciting, you were smiling, you was a lot more expressive. Whereas when you're speaking about something that was important that you learned this year, your face was also a lot more good. So well done. Brilliant.
Fantastic. Cool. We can move on to the next part. So we have our first speech. This is Basim. He has completed our 4-week program. So he's going to tell you a little bit about what he does and about how he sees the future of travel. So let's give Basim a big round of applause.
Hi everyone, my name is Basim and I'm going to talk to you about micromobility. So micromobility is a relatively new term that is about e-bikes, scooters, things you see out on the streets pretty much in all big cities now. And I think this is quite a relevant topic today because it impacts our cities and the world around us in terms of emissions, global warming and the like. If you think back to in the last few weeks, there were wildfires in Greece. In the previous years, there were wildfires in California and also Australia. So just to tell you a bit more about myself, I've been a mechanical design engineer for 10 years in the automotive industry. So I've worked on a wide range of vehicles, from supercars to electric vans and now e-bikes. And what I'd like you to do initially is just think about what micromobility means to you. As Londoners, you would have seen them out. Who here has ridden a line bike, for example? Okay, well, maybe a third of people, but you've seen them around, right?
Yeah.
And also, who here has been in this scenario?
Unfortunately.
I'm on one, too. Exactly. So, I'm not going to slag the London Underground. I think it's amazing. It touches all corners of the city. I've been on the New York Metro, the Tokyo one, and I think the London one is incredible. But we're in peak summer now, and where's the last place you want to be? On the tube, in this place. So that's where micromobility can come in. It gives you options. So you have the electric scooters, the electric bikes, and what better way to travel around in short distances than to go on a bike outside in the sun, fresh air, at your own pace. And pace of life is key. In a city like this, where it's easy to get swept up in the rush, sometimes it's nice to slow down and just feel like you can go in your own time, at your own pace. Mental health, for example, it's easy to get distracted and a bit bogged down with a huge number of people around you, so it's a nice way to do something without feeling like you're doing much at all. Now, I talked about mental health a little bit. There's obvious benefits, physical health as well, cardiovascular. And then there are the benefits to the environment, as I touched on at the beginning. There's so with the reduced emissions, you can help reduce emissions and temperatures in the cities around us. And I've seen one study in the US showed that in the last year there was a 60% increase in the number of journeys taken on these micromobility vehicles. So from up to 5 miles basically. And if you're going to meet a friend and they're 3 miles away, you're not really going to walk 3 miles. So a good way to do it is use one of these bikes or scooters. Now, as ever, with new technology, there are high barriers to entry usually at the start. But as supply and demand will hopefully increase, costs should come down and should be more accessible for everyone. So I've spoken to you about micromobility, and I hope you're able to take something away from this. And maybe you can consider in the summer, maybe in the winter if you're brave enough, to use a bike or a scooter. Thanks for listening.
Big round of applause! Well done. Amazing. And to see the progress Basim's done over the 4 weeks, I'm honestly proud, like he's my son, even his own. But that was amazing. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Another round of applause for Basim. Good work.
Absolutely deserves it. Aware of our tendencies. So many of you, as me and Fred were walking around, was putting your hands to your side, behind your back as if you're hiding something. And what I'd like you to do is utilize the influence zone. So this is between your belly button to your shoulder. And there's 2 ways you can do this. One is to utilize your hands as an extension of your words, as I'm doing, and this may be natural to you. As I mentioned at the very beginning, movement is something that's encouraged because it helps you feel a lot more natural. And the other way is as you're doing right now. Put your hands together. Because just imagine for the next 30 minutes I was talking to you with my hands to my side, you'll think, is he really confident? He seems a bit uncertain. What's going on? So by just doing this one simple adjustment makes a big difference. So irrespective of how you're feeling inside, the way you'll be perceived by your audience is a lot more confident, okay? All right, brilliant.
Fantastic.
So that was with time, so we're now going to switch over to the next person. Starting now! Well done.
Nice. Yeah, that was good.
Well done, well done. Well
Very
done.
good, very good.
Good.
Nice,
good.
nice.
Well done. Perfect,
Very good.
perfect. Yeah, they're all
Amazing. Good. Nice. Very good, very good. Fantastic. I love it. 20 seconds left.
well done, everyone.
This is good. This is really good. This is really good. 4 people come to front, yeah? 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Well done, everyone.
Guys.
Big improvement. Brilliant.
Fantastic. You're going to go first. Cool. Good to go.
Time starts now.
So my name's Joel, and one of the things that I'm really passionate about is running and coffee.
Nice.
So on a Saturday morning, I started a platform called Runner Beats, which basically means that people can come, they run for about half an hour, and then get a coffee afterwards.
Nice.
This year it's grown to community about 30,
Wow.
over 1,000 followers on Instagram,
Wow.
and the WhatsApp community is about 100. So yeah, it's all free, and it's just really bringing people together in the community. So I live in Greenwich, so it's bringing all kinds of people together, and people who are good at running, people who are not good at running, and just having a social.
And that is the time. Well done.
Fantastic.
Utilizing the influence zone, that was brilliant. Good job.
Take a seat.
All right, next your time starts now.
It's heating up. So, my name is Taiwo, and one thing I'm passionate about is fitness, as you can see. So 4 years ago, I was quite insecure on how I looked, and I was not really a confident individual. So I've dedicated 4 years of my life to self-improve myself, and it really helped with my confidence and how I project positive energy to other people.
Nice.
And I do that through self-development. So my life goal is to actually help people from where I was 4 years ago to...
And that is the time. Round of applause.
That was good. My feedback for you would be to actually use more pauses, and that will reduce the filler words. So you're filling every pause with a in between sentences. So you're saying one sentence, next sentence. So what I would say to you is sentence, sentence, sentence. So going forward, do that. That was really good.
Well done. Round of applause once again. You got this. Your time starts now.
Hi, I'm Queena. So I'm also going to talk about fitness. One thing I'm really passionate about is BAR. Not sure you heard about it, B-A-R-E. So it is a workout, a combination of Pilates and ballet.
Nice.
So it sounds like a very girly workout, but it's actually very challenging. It's not about how much, how the range of motion that you can do, but a very, very precise range, like a tiny 1-inch movement every time you move. You actually feel a tiny, tiny bit of
Round of applause. Really good job. Well done. Well done.
Really good.
Okay, your time starts now.
Hi, I'm Saha, and what I'm really passionate about is how to switch off from the pace of everyday life. So not getting too embroiled in being on my phone, in being in touch with people, completing this task and doing that. I try to not look at my phone much. I don't have media accounts, really. And I remove television from my room so that I would look at doing other things for entertainment. So I try and read a lot.
And that is
That was really good. So for yourself, you know the pitch example I was giving, that's something that I would say to you, that a lot of your sentences ended on a high pitch. Like, I watch TV a lot, and
I was thinking it's a very girly trait when you said that as well. So
yes, again. Yes. So that's something to work on. Just sometimes end it on a lower tone, especially at the end of a sentence.
All right. Your time starts now.
What's happening, guys? I am Nick. So I'm passionate about two things. One is track and field, friend knows. I used to run for the country 100, 200 and 400 meters. But I kind of had to pivot. The reason why I had to pivot is because unfortunately I wasn't putting any money in my pocket, you know what I'm saying? So I used to walk out of training and there was no money going into my pocket. So I pivoted to businesses where I got to kind of more so express myself in a way that I guess I couldn't.
I love it. I loved it.
At the very beginning, you was utilising a lot of filler words, probably because you was nervous. But once you started to build that momentum, honestly, really good. Well done. Well done.
Hi guys, my name is Remy, and my passion is probably going to be different from what everybody has been saying. I like problems. I love solving problems, and problem solving has brought me this far. It has led me to being a software engineer.
Wow.
From being a software engineer, I discovered that I needed to go further than that. I started playing chess.
Wow.
It sounds a little nerdy, but please, that's something I love doing.
Amazing.
I like the idea of just planning how to attack your opponent, planning.
Round of applause.
I liked it a lot. Something I want you to work on is eye contact. You hardly looked at us, and that's something that we should do. So often, when we're nervous, we struggle to look at people. It's like we demonize people. It's like they're demons, we don't want to look at them. It's scary. But actually, once we make eye contact, we see that it's all friendly faces, and it helps you connect with them, like the eye contact exercise that we did at the beginning. So that's the feedback I would give for you. Fantastic. So that was really, really, really good to become a teacher. So next, we have our next speaker who has done the program. Her name is Miriam. She is fantastic. This speech she has presented for young girls in the town that she's from. And this is a workshop that she would like to present in school. So you guys are all going to pretend to be young French people. And she's going to be presenting her story, and her very inspirational story. So let's give Miriam a massive round of applause.
Hi everyone, my name is Miriam. I'm really happy to be here today with you because empowering young women is a key focus for me. And I'm happy to be sharing my work experience with you today, and hopefully I'll be able to inspire a few of you to embrace a career in the energy sector where I've been working for the past 14 years. So a little bit about myself. I was born here in Champigny-sur-Marne in the suburbs of Paris. I don't know if you've seen a movie on Netflix about it. I won't recommend it, it's not great. I'm happy UK, by the way. So, quiet city in the suburbs of Paris, and I was born in a mixed family. Can you recognize the two flags?
Morocco and France.
Yeah.
Good.
So both my sister and I were brought up in a diverse environment, and I think it gave us a desire to travel and to get to know new cultures.
Nice.
So now a little bit about myself, about my education, about my career. So because I loved science, I joined an engineering school, and I have to say that the first 2 years were excruciating. It was so hard, like too much math, physics. I didn't really belong. There were only 20% women. I didn't feel it was really fulfilling, but I persevered, and I managed to graduate 5 years later with a master's degree. And because I love traveling so much, I decided in 2009 to join the oil and gas industry. So just to put a bit of context here, in 2009, it was not a frowned-upon industry. Change was not making the headlines. Now I'm seeking redemption.
Okay.
Yeah. So this led me to travel the world. I worked in the Middle East, I worked in the North Sea, in Eastern Africa. I met great people, it was awesome. However, I started to feel a bit disconnected with the values of the company. And at some point, I felt that it was a very male-dominated industry. And as well, I felt that it was a bit unethical. And my environmental awareness started to increase, and I did not want my career to contribute to climate change. So I decided at that point to pivot away and to join the renewable energy industry. However, it took me years, like more than 3 years, to find open doors, because lots of people were telling me, you don't have the commercial or business background, you're going to be stuck in this industry, old school. So I did not give up. What I've done was that I was going a lot to networking events, to meet new people, and I met some very kind people along the way. And one day, I didn't want to go to this housewarming party. It was on the other side of London. I was like super tired. It was COVID times. I was actually COVID contact case. But I went, and I got to meet my future boss at that party. So I was so happy that this serendipity moment was there for me to help me out. And ever since, I've been working here in the offshore wind industry, trying to develop meaningful projects that will hopefully help to meet the net zero targets of the countries. And I'm really happy because this company is really empowering women, so I feel I belong there. So if I can give you a piece of advice, always try to network, always try to meet new people, and just go to this party even though you don't want to go. And I will end up with that. A few weeks ago, I had the privilege to participate in a workshop with kids in the south of France, organized by the NGO Offshore Wind for Kids. So I got to spend a few hours with an incredible bunch of kids to teach them what is offshore wind and what is the energy transition. And I felt that they were so genuine, so enthusiastic to learn. And I will share with you one anecdote. One little girl told me that when she grows up, she wants to become a plane pilot. And I told her, wow, this is so cool. I'm sure you're going to make it. It's going to be awesome. And I do hope this little girl never gives up, because she might come across a few people telling her, you're not going to make it, it's a job reserved for men. So I will leave you with this. I have today a responsibility to give back, because I was, let's say, grateful, or let's say fortunate to have a supportive family back in France. I'm not sure all of you have this chance. So I'm really willing to provide some guidance today to help you out figuring out what you want to do with your career, because I'm convinced that with a lot of motivation and a bit of guidance, things will work out for you.
Thank you,
Thanks, Fred.
So good. Fantastic. So that leads us on to our next exercise, which is an exercise called No Filter. Fantastic.
It's an introduction to being present in the moment. So for those of you that feel confident and you haven't come up already, we really do encourage you to come up. And we'd like you to speak about how you feel in this moment, speak with everyone in front of you. So we don't want you to speak in past tense and what you did earlier in the day, or future tense, what you're going to do after leaving this workshop, but how you truly feel in this moment, narrating your thoughts and your feelings. Take your time, remember the tips that we gave you, so your pace, utilizing the influencer, the projection of your voice, and have a measured approach. Okay? So, who would like to be first?
I think you should do it.
Should I do first?
Show us how it's done.
All right.
How are you feeling right here, right now?
As of right now, I feel inspired. I've seen a number of people that gave 9, 8 at the very beginning, and they've come to the front, they've been smiling throughout today's workshop. So clearly we've done a great job. As with me and my nerves, feeling my heart rate, right now it's pacing a bit. I just looked at Bass and I was like, I'm a bit nervous, but I feel relaxed. It's always good to get positive reinforcement, so people smiling, nodding their heads, it does help in that respect. But I feel okay. I'm not sure why I just moved my feet, but I felt a bit awkward. Be comfortable in silence. Try to connect with everyone. Thank you for smiling.
Time.
So, as I mentioned, you're narrating your thoughts and feelings. Pause, take your time. Not everything will come straight away. So no rush at all. Okay? So, let's raise the energy levels. Who would like to go first? Round of applause.
Woo! Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Good job. Okay. Speaking about how you feel in this very moment. Okay?
Being in prison is one of the things that I want to start like applying in my life because yeah, but I would say prison. Okay. Really, I felt like I belong to this place. I don't know why. I really met really nice individual. I even met someone from used to work in my home back, which is really and seeing all of you, seeing you guys and doing all that. It's really inspiring. Really inspiring. Yeah, I think now I'm getting out of my comfort zone.
Round of applause. Well done. How did that feel?
My head is racing.
Yes. And this is why it's important to breathe. Give yourself some time to be present in the moment. Take a deep breath. Take everyone in, realize, oh, they're all smiling, they're nice people. No one's going to throw tomatoes at me or something. I can do this, and then go from there. Okay? So I'd like you to do it again for just 10 seconds, okay? Just remember.
A bit longer, 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20
just
seconds.
remember to.
You can do it, honestly, you can do it.
Everyone round of applause!
This is good. Stand in the middle.
Just breathe. Okay. Cool. And when you're ready, okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. How are you feeling now?
I feel like better. I'm calm now.
Wow, good.
After that workout. And yeah, as I said, I feel like I really belong to this place. I'm really happy that like I'm going out of my comfort zone. I'm really happy. I'm a shy person, but now I need to like express my feeling more and yeah.
Time.
Much
well
better.
done. So
Well
good.
done.
So good.
Just by breathing, it makes a big difference. They say the spike in anxiety and anxiousness lasts up to 60 seconds. So the fact that she had a chance to do it again and also breathe, she felt a lot more calm. Always just take your time. Well done. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
Anyone else? No filter. Okay, so I'm seeing a number of different hands. So I'm going to give priority to people who haven't spoken yet. So 1, 2,
and then 3. Yeah.
Okay? And then 4. You're going to go after them. Huh? Okay, so who was number 1? You're number
Round
1.
of applause. Remember speaking about how you feel in this very moment, okay? When you're ready.
While walking in, I felt I would be really anxious or would be. I can't breathe.
Breathe. Deep breath. Deep breath.
Take your time. Take your time. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Slow exhale.
How are you feeling in this moment?
I see a lot of smiling faces. It kind of calms.
Nice.
How's your heart rate?
It's just like look into the eyes.
Good.
Try to notice people.
And how does the eye contact make you feel?
I think the exercise has. Previously I used to feel anxious, but now it's all good.
Time. Big round of applause. Good. Let's do it again. So how did you find that?
Relaxing at the end.
Yeah? Towards the end, relaxing. That's why I want you to do it again, okay? And that's the importance of repetition. The more you do it, the better it gets. What I want you to try and do this time, every time you're speaking, you're kind of taking steps back, further back. So what I want you to try and do is pretend that you have a play button in front of you. Okay. So you hit play, and then you start talking, okay? That's the big difference. Because actually just stepping forward, you're giving yourself the intention of, I'm moving into this, I'm going to do well, rather than stepping backwards, okay? So I want you to do it again. 20 seconds, how you feel right here, right now. Hit the play button, and then go.
You've got this.
Let's go.
A lot relaxing now. And I can feel my breathing. And the heart rate is like calm now.
Good.
Nothing in my head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's how does that make you feel? How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's relaxing somehow. Just noticing everyone around me.
Good.
It's kind of good.
Time.
Round of applause.
Good.
Well done.
That's good. That was really, really good. That was really good.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. And that's the powerful thing about these kind of exercises, that initially you probably thought it was incredibly scary, and then the more you did it, the more you realize this is nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be. So well done. I remember you were number 2. So let's go.
Brilliant.
How are you feeling right here, right now?
Wow. I can feel my heart beating.
Good.
It's quite exciting, actually. I can recognize a few faces, I think. I'm not sure where they're from, so I don't want to make it awkward. Definitely recognize you. I've seen you speak somewhere. I loved how quickly you went to that vulnerable space. Really envy that. I wish I could go there. But I think this is not the scary part of just talking in front of people. The scary part is not knowing what to talk about. I couldn't prepare this.
Why is it scary?
I don't feel credible. I always talk about a subject, something technical, something nerdy, something Marvel. You know? So that's the scary part. It really feels weird, but I definitely recommend everyone try this.
Time.
Round of applause. Well done.
So good.
I love how candid you was. That was brilliant. Now, one of the things we mentioned was the importance of the volume of your speech, and you were speaking quite quietly. So I'll be at the back of the room. If you see me doing this, please try to project your voice a bit more. And this is easier by extending your mouth, okay? The intention is crucial. You want everyone to be engaged and listening to what you're saying. Because what you said was really important.
Yeah.
When you're speaking quietly, people might be drifting and, oh, what was it you just said? So project your voice. And I'll be at the back, just doing this, okay? You've got this just for the next 20 seconds. Your time starts.
So, I'll let you in something, well, a little secret of mine. Well, and here's now. I'm very, very insecure about my voice. I don't have a deep voice. So it's not really from here, it's normally I speak from my mouth, it's not from the chest. So for me to speak loud, I can't even scream loud. So it's very scary for me. That's like my spot, like I'm insecure about my voice. So no one raise it after this.
Good, that was so good.
Much better, well done.
Top notch.
Much better.
So good,
Brilliant.
so good. All right.
Who's
Alex
next?
is number 3.
Round of applause.
Round of applause. Give him a round of applause.
Speaking about how you feel in this moment. Is the timer ready?
Timer is ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Cool. I'm feeling inspired, encouraged, hungry as well, man. Could do some peri-peri. That's how I'm feeling right now. Yeah, feel the heart rate changing. But yeah, I just feel welcome. I feel supported in this room. Like I feel like we're on a journey and we're all just like soldiers and we're just marching together. Do you know what I mean? We're like, yeah, we're in this. I just feel calm. I feel, yeah, like I've got a team with me. I don't feel alone. I think that's how I feel right now.
Time! Big round of applause. I liked it. I thought it was really, really good. Something similar that I said to someone else, there were quite a few and filler words, which I would like you to reduce. So, after you say a sentence, you use the filler words, then another sentence, you're like, I feel like this, and I feel like this, I feel like that. So what I want you to do instead is to pause. So you say a sentence, and then you say the next sentence, and then you say the next sentence. Something that Gordon actually tells people is to reduce the filler words. If you actually keep your mouth closed, no words will come out. No sounds will come out.
It works.
Right? It works. It works. So you say a sentence, the next sentence. Try that, okay? So how you feel right here, right now, having gotten that feedback? Another 20 seconds. Let's go.
Okay, so I feel like I need to get more comfortable with silences.
It's okay.
You're close, but it's fine.
It's all right. Keep it going.
Try again. Okay. If you do it, don't beat yourself up about it.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Let's try again. Let's go.
I feel like I need to get more comfortable with silences. I've grown up in a lot of noise. I come from a Caribbean home, so silence is a bit weird to me. However, I'm learning that it's good for you because it helps you to take in what's in front of you and just slow things down. And that's where I'm at.
20 seconds! Good!
Much better!
Loved it.
Brilliant.
Good work. And then number 4. Who's number 4? We got number 4. Let's
Round
go.
of applause! Speaking about how you feel in this moment, is the time already?
Time is ready.
Time starts now.
Hello everyone, my name is Julian. I feel absolutely inspired by everyone here. It's not,
It's okay.
Come up here and it's great just trying new things. Getting yourself out of your comfort zone is amazing. Like you just learn new things, coming with an open mind, everyone is good vibes, positive energy. Out of my comfort zone, but it's good. You need to be uncomfortable sometimes to improve your life. You have to put yourself in the deep end and try things that you don't normally do. So it's amazing to just see new people, network.
Big round of applause.
Come. Where you running?
Don't go anywhere.
First general comment for everyone, try not to be too hard on yourself.
Yes.
If you use filler words, if you tend to look at the walls, at the ground, these are habits you've grown over time. So we can't expect to remove it altogether today. It's all about being conscious, aware of what we do, these habits, and try to reduce it as much as possible. And I think this is something that's been achieved. Now for you, it's important to take your time, so your pace is crucial. At points you're speaking a bit too quickly, so I'd like you to really take your time, because you're going to be speaking about how you feel in this moment. And to me, that's something that's really important. So just have a measured approach. As Fred mentioned earlier on, be comfortable in the silence. If you're unsure of what you want to say next, it's just some time to think. Focus on the message, which is, how do I feel in this moment? Explore your feelings, okay? So I'll be at the back. If you see me do this, just take your time, okay? You got this.
Time starts in 3,
2, 1, go.
Hello everyone, my name is Julian. I'm just going to talk about how I feel today. So I feel good. I'm a bit tired. I went for a 5K run earlier on today. That was good. Out of my comfort zone again. Like I like being uncomfortable. So I put myself in uncomfortable positions. That's how you grow as a person. Putting yourself in uncomfortable positions.
Time.
Well done.
Yeah, that's so a big difference.
Much better.
Good. Fantastic. Good. So that's no filter. A really good exercise. Of course, you want to do it?
Of course, round of applause.
Let's do it.
All right.
So how are you feeling right here, right now? What made you want to come up? Let's go.
I'm really proud of myself because I find this very, very, very uncomfortable. I did this last time on the course and I felt really, really bad at it. Again, I'm proud of myself for getting out of my comfort zone, getting up here and repeating it, getting consistent and trying new things. I want to keep doing this. Feeling my heart's beating quite a lot. But I'm sort of getting to the flow of things a little bit.
Good.
And a lot better than last time, so I'm pretty happy with myself.
30 seconds, a big round of applause. I like it. He's good, isn't it? How'd you find it? Compared to last time? Yeah?
I'm now 5.5.
Amazing. So next time, 6.5 and improve it.
Thanks for letting me up.
You're more than welcome. Well done. Give him a big round of applause. Good work. Fantastic.
So the program's been really good. It's helped me a lot in terms of having actual processes or tactics, if you like, to deal with the situation of presenting to a number of people. As it's a skill, you do feel like you can improve at it all the time, and everyone starts at their own level. The workshops or the weekly classes they go really quickly. They're a lot of fun. They're in smaller groups, so a lot easier to start with, especially if you're not very confident with the sort of public speaking side of things. And yeah, I'd definitely recommend it. It's something that I'll think back on all the time, and I've got these skills now that I can take away and keep honing, and just a methodology of how to approach public speaking and how to actually go through with it. So yeah, really good.